Hello? How have you been, honey?
Excuse me, but who is this?
What? You don't know? It's only been 10 years. I know my name is displayed as my ID. It's Karen, your mother.
I don't have a mother.
Don't say that. After the divorce, I'm the one who raised you for the first 5 years. Don't be ungrateful.
I don't remember. Anyhow, I don't want to text you anymore.
Don't tell me that you still hold a grudge against me about what happened. Well, I guess it can't be helped.
What do you want after all this time? Dad and I have forgotten about you and moved on with our lives.
Don't be mean. I told you, I want to apologize to you. I've been wanting to do so for 10 years now.
For 10 years? For real? If that were true, you could have tried to contact me or done something before this. I know Dad had tried to contact you several times, but you ignored his messages, calls, etc.
Ignored? No, you have it all wrong. There's been a lot of things going on in my life. Please understand.
What's been going on in your life? And nothing's gonna change even if you apologize. I'll never forgive you. And I'll never forget the terrible thing you did to me.
Do you mean when I accidentally left you by the side of the road?
Accidentally? Not a chance. I can't believe you can say that. You dragged me out of the car even as I cried and begged you not to. Then you just drove off. I remember it vividly.
That's not how it happened. It's all a misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding. I walked for what felt like an eternity, trying to reach Dad's house. Luckily, a police car was patrolling, and a female officer gave me a ride home. Dad couldn't believe what you did to me. We cried together. I will never forget what you did that day. I will never forgive you.
Wait a second. Even if you can't forgive me now, that's okay. But it doesn't change the fact that we're family.
So what? Why are you insisting on our relation? And as I mentioned earlier, I don't have a mother. To me, you're dead. The only parent I have is Dad. You mean nothing to me.
If you want to think like that, fine. But according to the law, you can't cut off the family ties that we have.
So what? What's your point already?
Since the day I accidentally left you, I've been studying really hard to obtain my certification.
I don't care, but I guess you want to tell me, right?
I became a lawyer, Eloise. I did it so I can prove we are family.
I see. No matter what the law says, I will never accept you as my mother.
It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't change the facts. Eloise, admit it.
I really don't know what your point is. Can you get to it already?
The thing is, Eloise, I need to ask you something.
What?
I need your help. I am having financial problems. I was trying to take care of it on my own, but I am in way too deep.
Sounds terrible. Please ask someone else for help.
Not so fast.
What do you mean?
Adult children are responsible to take care of their parents. According to California Family Code 44,004,405, you have to support me according to the filial support law.
What exactly do you want from me?
You have to financially support me until the day I die.
What? I can't believe you can say that after all that you've done. I can't do it.
You can't refuse. It's the law. If you refuse, I suppose I have no choice but to use the full extent of the law to punish you. I think it would be better for all of us if you just went along with it. You have a duty to support me. Do you understand? So, that is going to be from now on, Eloise.
I don't care what you say. I won't do it. If you really need financial support, why don't you ask your other daughter for help?
Huh?
Don't try to fool me. I know you have another daughter. After you abandoned me, you gave birth to another child. I imagine you must love her a lot. So, I'm sure she would love to help you out. But considering her age, you may need to wait a few years before she's in a position to help you.
What are you saying? Eloise, you are my only child.
Whatever, I really don't care. She's my sister from another mister, right?
You're wrong?
I met her a while back. My little sister. It really was a coincidence. Do you know what I do for a living? You probably don't. You never really thought about me or my life, right? I'm a police officer. About a month ago, your daughter was lost and a police officer drove her home, remember? I'm the one that handled her case. When I asked her what her mother's phone number was, it sounded familiar. Your phone number is still the same as it was 10 years ago. And when I asked her for her parents' names, it was the same name as yours. My colleague offered to drive her home, so I wouldn't have to see you. Your life is of no concern to me anymore. But I do feel bad for that little girl. You'll have to go to jail for some time.
What are you saying? What do you mean? Go to jail?
Criminals need to be arrested, right? That is my job.
Criminal. How dare you say that to your mother?
Even if you're my mother, you're a criminal as well. From the moment you impersonated a lawyer.
Excuse me, it's not a lie. I really am a lawyer.
You're really telling a police officer that you are a lawyer. In that case, show me some proof. If you're a lawyer, that'll be easy to do.
If you insist. There's the proof. I am a real lawyer.
Oh, you really went too far. You've really done it this time. Then, answer me this. If you really are a lawyer, what is your bar license number? Where's the licensing agency? Where did you go to law school? What happened? Cat got your thumbs. Are you searching the net for the answers? It's a waste of time. Even if you were able to find the information, I can contact the California Bar Association and find out if you really are a lawyer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't ask you to financially support me. So let this go, okay? We're family, honey. I'm sure you can pretend this didn't happen. It isn't such a big deal.
You've never done anything motherly towards me, yet you say we are family. Don't make me puke. When you and Dad divorced, I know Dad gave you a lump sum payment for child support. It should have been enough for us to live on until I graduated university. I heard he was really generous and paid more than what was needed. The money was from when I was 10 to 22, when I would have graduated university. So that would be 12 years of child support. And you went through it all in only 5 years. No, it may have finished before that. I don't remember you buying me clothes or shoes after the second year. I never received an allowance. There were times that you didn't even feed me. What are you saying?
You don't remember it correctly. I raised you properly.
Are all the lies affecting your memory? You often told me you got custody of me for the money. You really didn't want to look after me. And once my purpose was finished, you threw me away on the side of the road.
No. It was an accident. I swear.
What do you mean it was an accident? If it really were an accident, why did you come back to pick me up? There are holes in your story. If it were an accident, why did you stop in the middle of nowhere? And why did you start driving away after you threw me out of the car?
Can we calm down and talk this over? Why don't we meet somewhere and talk face to face? We're family. It's preposterous that we are communicating through WhatsApp. All we see are words when what we need is an understanding of our feelings. You know I was only joking. I know you would understand.
There's no way I could understand. From the time of the divorce, I never understood you. I couldn't understand anything you did. As for why you two got divorced, Dad wouldn't tell me. But I have a fuzzy recollection of you sneaking a man into our house.
I see. I won't have anything to do with you. So let's keep the past in the past. I can't believe a small misfortune could lead to all of this. I don't need anything from you. So, could we just forget all of this? I really don't need any trouble in my life.
It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't change the facts. You texted me that, right? This is exactly that. Whether I want to keep it all in the past, that's up to me. I told you I would never forgive you. Just like you threw me away and didn't help me, I won't help you either. After that, I reported that my mother had impersonated a lawyer and falsified a bar card. After an investigation, she was arrested. Not only had she impersonated a lawyer, but she also made some threats. So the judge gave her the maximum sentence possible. I doubt I'll ever see her or my mother again. I'm sure my mother has learned her lesson with me and won't bother me anymore. I became a police officer because of what happened on the day my mother left me on the side of the road. A female police officer saw me walking in the dark on a lonely road and called out to me. After hearing what had happened, she gave me a warm, tight hug. It calmed all of my fears, and I broke out in tears. She was so understanding as she drove me to my father's house. She left a deep impact on me, and I wanted to be just like her, someone who helped and rescued people. And I worked hard to make that dream the reality it is today. After I became a police officer, I was able to meet her again. She told me she remembered me. When I told her how she inspired me to become a police officer, she replied that it was now my turn to inspire someone. I haven't been on a case with her yet, but I know what I need to do, and I will do my best